Hey there, Fletcher from All Things Overlanding here, and today I'm going to be talking about this new Setpower DT45 fridge. You can get a slide for this thing as well. Let me start by just saying a couple of things. This thing is $360, and it is a true dual zone fridge freezer. So if you are looking for something with a good amount of capacity, this thing's 48 quarts for a really budget price that's a true dual zone. It's really tough to beat this thing for the money. So again, today I'm going to walk you through all the features. I'm going to show you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and kind of what I would recommend this fridge for if you are looking for an option for camping or overlanding. So if you want to learn more about the DT45, stay tuned.
Understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you gave to me. Loosening my grip.
All right, guys, so as I mentioned, today I'm going to be talking about this Setpower DT45 fridge. This is kind of a new fridge from Setpower, and that's why I kind of wanted to check it out. This has a form factor that works really well for my type of setup, and I'm going to explain why that is here as we kind of go through these features. But let's start with the basics, right? Like, what is this fridge? So it is a 45-liter, 48-quart fridge. It has a true dual zone, which I really love. I mean, two totally separate containers. Now, obviously the compressor is under this one because it's a little shorter, but I like that it's not, you know, your sort of typical style where it's one compartment with this big block where the compressor is, right? And then you just kind of, stuff doesn't get as cold up here and it kind of shares the same compartment. This thing is truly separated into two dual zones. So then you've got the bigger one down here, which has a basket in it. So this thing is a good size fridge. Now, my old fridge was a 58 quart, so it was huge, and that is kind of nice in some regards, but I mostly go solo. I could fit like probably 60 beers in that thing, and I don't need that many beers, right? So when I'm thinking about sizing, if you are sort of a solo camper that likes to take quite a bit of food and drink, then you probably want something that's bigger than one of those like 20 or 30 quart ones, but not as big as like a 55 to 58 quart. So somewhere in the middle, like this DT45 is a really good size, I think, for a solo camper that likes to have options to be able to take quite a bit of stuff. Now, as far as form factor goes, I love the recessed handles here. I always have a problem with the ones that have the handles that stick out off the sides because they get hung up on things, they get caught on things if you're trying to move the fridge around. So again, these recessed handles are nice because you're not going to get hung up on anything, you're not going to get caught on anything. You may notice these sort of bolts here, these Allen head or Torx head bolts. What those are for, and I really dig the way they did this, is they include these sort of, they have a little hole in them and then like a lashing strap slot in them. So you can actually pull these bolts out, strap these little metal pieces to them, and then that is how you would lash the fridge down. So again, in my case, I'm going to lash it to the slide that comes with it, and I'm going to use that slide to attach this thing so that it stays put when it's in the bed of my truck. And then when I get to camp, I'm just going to slide it out so that I can access it here while I'm cooking on the tailgate, have access to both of the portions of it, and have really easy access to the controls too. So speaking of the controls, let's get down here and kind of look at that. So basically, if you tap any of these, then you can set your temps. I've got both set to 32, but you could do fridge, freezer, fridge, freezer, 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 fridge, fridge, right? There's 4 different ways you could configure it. But so you can choose what temperature to keep each compartment at. Now, of course, it's going to show you, like most fridges, what it's at currently. It's showing that this one's cooling, then it's going to switch. So the way that these dual zones work is there's one compressor, right? So it's going to work to cool each section independently to whatever you set it to, which is how you can have a fridge and a freezer. Now, you've got your typical sort of battery protection, low, mid, and high. That's just going to determine when it's going to shut off to protect your battery. Now, I have a secondary house battery, so I'm not worried about it. It's not my starter battery, and I have 200 amp hours, so I have plenty of capacity, so I just left it at low because I don't really care. And then compressor speed. So this is basically like the speed that you want the compressor to run to cool the thing. So if you really were in a hurry to make it cool fast, this does have quick cooling, so it will cool the whole thing in about 15 minutes, which is pretty awesome. But so you would set it to max if you just wanted it to get cold as quickly as possible. Or if you'd rather, you know, maybe you're turning it on the day before you go on your trip, you can leave it on minimum, let it kind of take its time to get up. It won't consume quite as much power, but that is an option that you have as well. Now, another thing that I like is they have these QR codes right on the front here, which I always hate great trying to find apps, right? Because you're always searching for like the brand of the fridge and trying to find them. But with these, you can just scan them really easily and then find the app for your phone. And I'm going to show you that here in a second. I'll kind of go through the app and just sort of show you that. But the app is handy. It's pretty standard for most of these fridges, right? It's nice to be able to remotely see. So like if I'm up in the cab of the truck and I'm driving somewhere for, you know, hours at a time, and I just want to confirm that my fridge is on and that it's running and that it's at the temperature that I want it to be at, I can check that from the app, which is handy. But aside from that, it's not going to do a ton for you, right? You can change the temperatures and stuff, and you can confirm that it's running, but that's pretty much the standard for these apps. So now as far as the inside goes, again, this is sort of the smaller side. It does have a stop on it. So when you open this up, it's going to stop and stay up, which I like. So you could be rooting around in here. You don't have to hold the thing up, which a lot of the fridges I've had maybe that go long ways, you kind of have to hold that thing up, or I got to put my head underneath of it to hold it up while I'm rooting around in there trying to get a drink or food or whatever out of it. So it's kind of nice that these hold themselves up. Now they've got this nice sort of padding around here that helps seal the fridge to keep it as efficient as possible. When it's closed, it's going to keep that cold air in. You've got a light on both sides here. So they've got their own independent lights, which I really like. So you'll be able to see stuff in each one of these compartments. Now, of course, this side over here is significantly bigger, and it does have the basket, so you can remove the food really easily. You know, you could take everything out all at once if you want to get to it, but it's got a ton of capacity. And then down there at the bottom, you've also got a drain plug. So if you made a mess or spilled something in there, you could easily drain it out. Now, one thing to note is the drain plug is just on the big side. So on the small side, there is no drain plug, but since it's smaller, it's a lot easier to reach the bottom of it. So you could just wipe it out if you made a mess. One thing that I also like is I actually like these latches. So the way that they close is they dig in here really deep. So they've got nice deep teeth because they just seem to grab it and hold it super, super tight. Like there's no gaps in there or anything like that. So I do like that as well. Now, as for the compressor itself, the compressor does come with a 3-year warranty, which is pretty nice. So if you had any problems, Setpower is one of those brands that is on the budget side, but has been around for a long time. So if you ever had any problems or anything like that, it'd be really easy to get a hold of them and get your problem resolved via the warranty within 3 years. So now let's jump into kind of what comes with it. It's your pretty standard stuff. I already mentioned these latches for lashing straps. So if you have the slide that comes with it that's made for this fridge, then you could lash it down with these by attaching them to those bolts. And then, of course, it also comes with an AC and a DC plug. So if you wanted to run this in your basement to keep some drinks cold or something, you could use it in your house. Or you can, of course, plug it into your vehicle like most campers and overlanders are going to do. All right, guys, but that will do it for the DT45 Setpower fridge. As I mentioned, it comes with a slide. I will put a link in the description below to the fridge itself and the slide. I am in the process of redoing my whole setup right now, and then I plan to install this into my truck. And again, the main thing for me is the form factor of it, and I really like the size, right? The 45-liter size is just really, really appealing to me because it's just about perfect for a solo person that wants to have plenty of room but doesn't want to have a fridge that's just ginormous, right? So really like the form factor of this thing and the size of it. So I plan to run this as my dedicated fridge in my new build as I get that going here with my cap. So I hope that was helpful information for you. As I mentioned, it's about $360. They do have a lot of coupons and sales and things like that. So click through those links in the description below to check out the fridge and the slider. If I have a coupon code, I will include it in the description below as well. So definitely check that out just to see how you can save as much money as possible. But again, for just a few $100, this thing seems like a really easy pickup to me. So again, I hope that was helpful. If it was, click that like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button, click the bell to be notified when new videos drop. I do a couple every week, usually like a gear video like this, and then some sort of a general overlanding or a DIY budget-minded modifications type video. So if you're into any of that stuff, budget-minded stuff, gear stuff, just general overlanding and camping, there's gonna be tons of content on this channel for you. Also in the description below will be links to all my social channels, so wherever you want to come follow along, I'd love to have you. There's also a join button below this video, which is just kind of a passive way to support the channel. It gives you early access to the videos and the podcasts that I do, and some other perks. Or if you'd rather be more involved with all things overlanding, there's also a link to my Patreon group below. And that is just an awesome group of folks. We've got over 20 now in there. We just hang out. We have a 24/7 Discord where we chat about our rigs and our gear and stuff like that. We ask questions, people help. It's really awesome. We have a once-a-month Zoom call, and we're getting together in person once or twice a year, which is a ton of fun as well. Also in the description below is a link to my website where I've got funny overlanding camping themed patches and stickers, things like I hate people so I camp, or all things overlanding patches and stickers, or F people let's go overlanding. So if you're looking for some funny, fun patches and stickers to outfit your truck or your fridge or your headliner with, definitely check those out. And then, of course, there's the Newbie Overlanders Facebook group, which is an awesome group that I run on Facebook, full of a lot of new folks, but then a lot of experienced folks that help out the new folks too. And unlike the bigger groups, we don't allow bullying or anything like that, or a bunch of sales stuff or self-promotion. So if you really just want to come and ask questions and learn about overlanding, that's a great place, and we'd love to have you. So again, that will wrap it up for the Setpower DT45. Click through those links in the description below to check it out and get the best price, and we'll see you next time.